Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm excited to share another summer garden harvest with you. So let's get started. So here I have some more bottle gourd that have grown in the pot. This season I have experimented just to plant one bottle gourd plant in the big pot. And today it has like two big fruits, so we're going to get this really very lovely bottle gourd, and it's really cool because it has a different color. It is lighter, and then I decided to put them in a little hammock and a cotton shirt because they're a little bit heavy. Let's get this one also. You can use different kinds of support in your garden, but the trellis that I have is a little bit low, so I decided to put support since it's quite heavy. So let's get this number 2. So this bottle gourd is really very prolific and protective. It's so amazing, and I have been really harvesting a lot of bottle gourd recently, but I have planted bottle gourds in different stages. So we have lots of bottle gourds to harvest throughout the season. So look at this. 2 cute bottle gourds. Now let's go to string beans. I have some more string beans here. These are red yard-long beans, really very prolific as well. If you're curious or want to grow your very own string beans or bottle gourd, I have a whole playlist there for you. You can check it out later if you want to. So here, and as summer approach, or as it's really becoming very hot, I can tell that some of my plants really get burned. Let's go here to basil. I plan to make another basil pesto that I love to store some in the freezer. So look at this beautiful and very healthy basil leaves. If you're curious to grow your very own basil, but really this is Italian large leaves basil, I highly recommend it for a small backyard garden if you have, or container gardening, because these are very prolific, and because it has large leaves you don't have to plant so many. And next to the basil I have planted one banana pepper. This is really good because I've experimented just to see how it will adapt to my soil in ground. So these are really very healthy sweet banana peppers, really. And I have one here in the pot. As you can see, guys, it got a lot of fruits and flowers, but it's just gonna show you what it looked like when it's still a little bit young, because as it becomes mature, the skin becomes chewy or kind of thick, so, and it changed colors as well. So the younger they are, the lighter the colors, and the more mature it will be more darker, will change to red or deep in color. So here, one of the very most exciting vegetables that I love to harvest is my beefsteak tomato. And look at this guy, really very helpful. The bees really love it, pollinating my basil and tomatoes. So this is one of my biggest beefsteak tomatoes. I tried to harvest them early as possible because I have noticed when it gets really too ripe, it can get rotten inside. So if you wait until it's very deep red, it easily get rotten. So I have some more tomatoes over here, little tomatoes that these are the wild tomatoes that I really been harvesting recently as well. And over this way I still have some on the pot. This is the beef steak tomatoes on the pot that I planted, and I changed my trellis on the other side because as my other tomato grows, it's gonna damage a little bit the skin, as you can see on the right side. So there's one here that is ready to harvest. I put some brown paper in it, or you can use cloth if you like, because tomatoes has sensitive skin, especially as they get ripe. You can put something in it, or you can put your trellis a little bit farther from the fruit because it can damage them. So this is really very good beef steak tomatoes, and look at this, really very nice in color. I love it. If you can compare the tomatoes in ground in the pot, as long as you fertilize them and water them, they will give you a great amount of harvest. So here, very nice tomatoes. I think I'm gonna leave the other one for next harvest. Still a bit green. Now here are the tomatoes. So let's grab some more little ones here. Some of my tomatoes got damaged from really severe weather during a very hot days and then wet. So if you're curious or want to protect your garden during hot and rainy season, heavy rain, I have made a separate video for you. You want to check it out if you want, because tomatoes sometimes can be susceptible when it is really raining so hard. They can have a root rot. And here I still have some more cherry tomatoes and wild tomatoes, and I'm going to speed this video, guys, because there's a lot to harvest one by one. What have you been harvesting this season? I would love to hear from you. So these tomatoes are really very prolific, really good to harvest, and really great tasting tomatoes. So excited to make another basil pestos and salsas, and I've been really harvesting it many times so far. So thank you for watching for another great, abundant, and grateful harvest from my backyard garden. If you want to watch more video, I have a whole playlist there for you. Please check it out, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!